This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Want to chime in on what's happening with your favorite KFAN program? Make your voice heard on the Bradshaw and Bryant text line. Let us know what you have to say by texting your message to 64686. That's 64686. Standard message and data rates apply.
It's Program Password, episode number 201. I'm the common man, Dan Cole, along with Lil B. Joining us, Alexis Pearson. She does work with the Frost, with the Wild, Town Square TV. Julia Daniels is a sports anchor at Care 11. They've joined us for the first time ever here. I got a text message that says, Alexis grew up down the street from me. I served in the Army. When I returned from Iraq, her father took me to my first Vikings-Packer game. What a great family.
Oh, my God. That's a great story.
Sweet.
Yeah, that is a really nice story.
How much did you pay that guy to text?
It's on your business, Max.
Did you know you wanted to do sports-related stuff at a very young age? Or
Yeah.
Really?
This is like the only job I ever considered. Because for a while, you don't think you have to work. You know, when you're a kid, you just think you're going to be a kid forever. And then all of a sudden, you're like, I'm going to have to do something someday. And this was my something. So probably since I was about, I always say 10 or 11, I think, is when it clicked.
Really?
And then I remember going on college tours, and one of the tour guides said, on average, college students change their major 3 to 5 times.
Will be.
And I never forgot that because I was like, that's crazy. I've known what I wanted to do for so long. Like, it just, that's how apparent it was to me. That's what I wanted, was because that stat was so wild to me. So,
And for me, I just wanted to do something where I didn't have to work very hard. That's really all it was.
Hey, well, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Getting to watch sports ain't a bad gig.
Julia, how about you? Did you know you wanted to be in the broadcast/sports business or what?
No, not really until I was like 18 did I decide, sports broadcast. We didn't even have a TV station in my hometown, so I didn't know that
I
these
heard
were
you
like
didn't even
options.
have TVs.
We didn't have shoes. We didn't have orthodontists. I did music my whole life, and I was performing my whole life, and then
when you say music, were you playing an instrument?
I was not playing an instrument. No, I would do like bar shows. I would sing with the pianist and do that kind of stuff. And then I did competitive dance as well. And so once I started doing bar shows, I was like, I don't like doing this for work. This is like a lot of work. And I loved sports my whole life, played soccer my whole life, and just decided randomly when I was looking at colleges, maybe I'd do sports broadcast. And then I chose a school based upon like having no research on the whole thing. Ended up falling in love with it. And so that's how I ended up here.
What kind of songs did you sing when you were in there? I mean, like,
honestly,
I've got 5 on.
It was a lot of like Alicia Keys, I feel like.
Okay.
And it was a large mix of things, right? Because I love every kind of music, I feel like, but it was like a lot of R&B and maybe like a sprinkle of a country song every now and again because you're singing at a bar in Arkansas, right?
Was it by request?
But no.
Okay.
I would do like 2 or 3 hour sets that I would prepare for. So yeah.
Did you have like a tip jar out there too?
Yep.
And all that?
How are those tips? Good?
yeah.
Not good?
Yeah, I mean, it's great because you live in a small town and everybody knows you.
Yeah.
So they know you're singing on Friday night. So they come down and they tip you pretty good, which is nice.
They sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Do you know what song that came from?
No.
That's a Piano Man. Billy Joel. It's about a bar singer. He was a piano man. Yeah, and they would put bread in his jar. I thought that was a good segue, but forget it.
Apparently not.
You familiar with the song, Max?
Oh, yeah. I've heard it dozens of times.
Hundreds.
Hundreds.
Where are we at on Program Password? I know we're at the halfway point. What's our score?
You know how they
We
call
don't
it
need to say the score.
a good game of barn burner? They call a good game of barn burner. Well, this is a barn builder. This is a 46-9. Common and Julia have the lead over Lil B and Alexis. We ready for the second half, y'all?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to need Common and Alexis to take a look at the iPad. The password is discover. All right. I don't even need to tell you all this. Alexis, you guys got the option. What do you want to do?
Let's go second.
All right. Common and Julia for 10.
Find.
Search.
Alexis and Barb for 9.
Credit.
Score.
Common and Julia for 8.
Unearth.
Alexis and Barb for 7.
Card.
Charge.
Common and Julia for 6.
Company.
Background?
Alexis and Barb for 5.
Swipe.
Purchase.
Last one, Common and Julia for 4.
Invention.
The word was discover.
She was going.
Got it.
I was doing the first. I was doing fine.
So go
Unearth,
Visa,
discover.
MasterCard. Okay, I'm going to teach you. It's going to be okay.
Smart.
It's okay.
That was
I'll
a
teach
tough
you.
one.
Yeah, I should have said that.
That was a
too.
tough one.
Well, the reason why it was because we're both going in different. I'm sure they're over there going.
I was like, how do these two lanes?
Yeah.
Who says unearthed? I don't even know that I've ever
If you
heard.
unearth something, you discover something.
Okay.
I thought it was a brilliant clue.
No,
Thank you. I
Max, don't
knew
be
it.
quiet.
What about my clues, Max?
Bama won. Just
They
so
were great.
everyone knows.
They were great, by the way, Alexis.
Thank you.
The score remains 46-9. I'm going to need Lil B and Julia to take a look at the iPad. The password is crawl. All right, Burb, Alexis, what do you want to do?
Wow.
I'm scared.
Second.
Okay. Julia and Common for a 10-piece.
Bar.
Saloon.
You
Love
just
the
wanted to say
passion with the
saloon?
guess.
Barb and Alexis for 9.
Hop.
Drink.
Like a drink.
Julia and Common for 8.
Baby.
Rattle.
Barb and Alexis for 7.
Knees.
Crawl.
There we go.
We got one.
See, now we're cooking here.
Now it starts. The comeback begins.
It is a 46-16. But Alexis and Lil B getting some steam here. I'm going to need Alexis and Common to look at the iPad. The password is Cinderella. All right, Alexis, Burb, what do you guys want to do?
Let's go second.
Okay, Common and Julia for 10.
Um,
5 seconds.
Mop.
Bucket.
Alexis and Barb for 9.
Princess.
Cinderella. Nice.
I was worried. That was a tough one.
There was no
Because I was like, if you don't get it, I thought they would get it on the other one. Yeah.
The next one I was going to say slipper.
Yeah.
And it was
Good
gonna be-
one.
It was going to be
That would be a
ours, and
good
we were
one.
going to win it. Okay. We
needed
done.
it.
Very well done.
We needed the regroup at halftime.
Yep.
We got the talk from
Got
the
the
coach, and
coaching.
now we're back.
That was
We're
very
back.
well done. Very
Made
well
the
done.
adjustments.
We're a second half team anyway.
The comeback is in progress, but it is still 46-25. Common and Julia lead, but a little bit, and Alexis on a little bit of a heater here. Barb and Julia looking at the iPad. The password is property. Okay, Burb, Alexis, what do y'all want to do?
Second.
All right, Julia and Common for 10.
Own.
Oh, God. I know what it is.
Barb and Alexis for 9.
Land.
House.
Julia and Common for 8.
Acres.
Deed. I knew that was wrong. Why did I say it?
Barb and Alexis for 7.
Acreage.
Julia and Common for 6.
Yours.
Property. Mm-hmm. You were about to say it too.
No, I was going to say build. Like build a house. Key check.
That was a tough one, Maxo.
That was a
hard word.
You got to throw some toughies in there
I know,
every once in a while. It is 52 to 25. Common and Julia lead. Just a reminder, we are playing to 80. So what is that? 28 for the win for Common and Julia, and a long way to go for Alexis.
Okay.
Yeah, he's laughing about this. It's funny.
I was laughing. I got a text. I was laughing at something else, Barb. That wasn't my laugh. That was from the button bar. Common and Alexis taking a look at the iPad. The password is muscle. All right, Alexis and Burb. What it is, what it do, what's Gucci, what's good.
Let's go second.
All right, Common and Julia for 10.
Strength.
Muscle.
Damn.
Really good. I did not expect you to get it on the first.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
I thought that would be a tough one to narrow down right
Oh
away.
gosh, yeah, there was no way.
Damn.
We're on the same vibe.
Hell of a clue though, too.
I mean,
Is this actually Julia's first time? I'm getting suspicious.
Julia's playing like a seasoned
Yeah, you guys
vet.
are one heck of a team.
You went to school where?
St. Cloud State.
Where did you go?
Bama.
I mean,
Come on now.
I was wondering. I don't know. I went to the School of Hard Knocks.
speaking of the Tide, Common and Julia are rolling. It is 62 to 25. Barb and Julia looking at the iPad. The password is silence. Burb, Alexis, what's good? It's crunch time here.
Second.
All right, Julia and Common for 10.
Quiet.
Silent.
One chance to change?
Silence.
Wow.
That was luck.
Wowzers.
You're really good at this game.
You guys got a vibe.
Well, we do a tournament every year. I'd be delighted to be my partner.
Absolutely.
Oh, just Drip Brothers just out the window, then.
Yeah, that was
Oh, okay. That was
easy.
You're yesterday's
I'm
news,
yesterday's
my boy.
news now. Okay,
Yesterday's
great.
news.
Yeah, Julia did so good, she put me out of a freaking job. I'm not even in the tournament anymore. This is awesome. It is 72 to 25. Pretty much, almost any correct answer, 8 or above, will win Common and Julia the game. Barb is shooing me off. It's not over till it's over. Common and Alexis looking at the iPad. The password is bootleg. All right, pretty crucial decision here, Alexis. What do y'all want to do?
Let's go second.
All right. Common and Julia for 10 and the dub.
Moonshine.
Whiskey.
Alexis and Barb for 9.
Make.
Ferment.
Common and Julia for 8 and the win.
Illegal.
Prohibited.
Alexis and Barb for 7. Five seconds.
Fake.
I don't know. Oh, what is it?
Common and
about
Julia
to
for
say it.
6.
Yeah.
Sell.
Distribute.
Alexis and Barb for 5.
Shady.
I don't know.
Last one. Common and Julia for 4.
Hillbilly.
Well, that's not nice to say to her.
We're rednecks.
The word was bootleg.
That was a tough one.
I thought you were about to say
one.
it.
Yeah, you were like,
Yeah, you almost
I
said
thought
it.
you were going to say bootleg. That's what you were going to do.
that was hard.
For future reference, you could have just said Maxo.
Movies, TV.
Illegal streams. It is still 72-25. Common and Julia 8 points away from the W. Lil B and Julia taking a look at the iPad. The password is bank. All right, Burb and Alexis, you guys have the option. What's good?
Second.
All right, Julia and Common for 10 and the win.
Money.
Cash.
Burb and Alexis for 9.
Building.
Bank.
Yeah.
There it is. Still alive.
I almost said investment.
I could see it on your face.
No, I saw the look on your face. I'm like, I'm not going in the right direction. Think.
Because I knew it was bank at that point. Money, building.
I need one. You know?
Mommy needs one.
I just need one.
Barb and Alexis stay alive. It is 72-34. Common and Alexis taking a look at the iPad. The password is elite. All right. Alexis, what do you guys want to do?
Let's go second.
All right. Common and Julia for 10 and the win.
Fleck.
PJ.
Alexis and Barb for 9.
Goat.
Coach.
Goat.
Common and Julia for 8 and the win.
Motto.
Elite.
Go with the acronym, not the
Is that
animal.
That's it. That's it. You guys got the dub.
Yeah, we got the dub.
Yes,
well,
sir.
Hit the cheering and stuff.
No cheering.
Oh, what was it? I hit the cheering. I hit the celebration.
So, before we go, Alexis, tell us how we can watch your work. What do we need to do?
Yeah, we've got 2 PWHL games coming up next week, Wednesday and Sunday, FanDuel Sports Network. We're done with our winter sports season for Town Square, so that's it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Julia, when can we catch you on the old TV?
Catch me at 5 p.m. today.
Okay.
10 p.m. tonight, we have our Sports Extra show, which is a longer sports show we do.
Yep.
Back half of the 10. We've also got a Timberwolves Extra show starting up on Sunday night at 10. And we also have a ton of new streaming content for our sports team on Care 11 Plus.
Sweet.
That's the fun stuff.
Yeah, I want to thank both of you for coming in. Seriously, you're both a lot of fun. We had a great time, and let's do it again.
Thanks for
have you
having
both
us.
back.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks so much. Little B, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
We'll take a break and come back. Dark Star Memorial Hours next year on The Fan. I dumped you as a program password partner just like that.
I mean, listen, we've been through a lot, but because we're on the same brain wavelength, I get it.
Yeah.
I totally understand. I would have did the same thing.
She's very good at the game, and I was intoxicated by her beauty. And, of course, I think she recognized right away why they call me the Radio Romeo. So
I mean, of course. Yeah.
I thought it was really good. We were just really
You guys had some chemistry.
There was no question.
You don't got to be Bill Nye the Science Guy to see that you guys had some chemistry.
That's exactly right. Bill Nye. You don't need to be Bill Nye the Science Guy. So that was a lot of fun. Are you watching any of this NCAA right now? Do you have Duke versus Mount St. Mary's on?
No, I didn't. Totally.
The Mount St. They don't have a guy over 5'4" on the floor. Look at it. Seriously, turn to it right now. They just put in a bigger guy, 14, but 14 can't be more than like 6'2". Look at how many small guys they got out there. Did you find the game yet?
I'm looking at it through your screen, and yeah, it looks like a high school team playing against a bunch of middle schoolers.
And it's just it's destruction right now. Oh, that was a nice. He dropped it. 3. Should have shot that. You got to shoot, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's going to be a 16-1 upset in that game.
Duke is just dominating early on, and you would expect that. You know, the thing about the NCAA tournament is you even saw it last night. I don't remember which 16-1 I was watching, but 16 gave them everything they wanted for what? Half the first half, maybe a little deeper.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, it just disappears. You know, and the better team takes over. What you expect? Other scores. Just 23 seconds left. Iowa State will be advancing. They're destroying Lip, 82-53. Memphis and Colorado State, that's a 5 against a 12, and that's only a 3-point game. Memphis leads 45-42. They're the 5 with 15:54 to go in the second half. Now, the Colorado State club, they're the one with the Nico Medved. Is that correct?
I think so.
The guy he's from here. He's one of us. And I saw a story again, Fish Wrap Factory West Side, I think it was this morning, and the headline was something to the effect, with Colorado playing now, the Nico Medved watch begins. Are we supposed to be convinced that he wants the job, the Gophers want him to take the job, and it's basically it's a rubber stamp, done deal. He's the guy. Because that's the way it seems when, as soon as Ben Johnson was relieved of his duties at like 3 o'clock in the morning or midnight, whatever it was.
Which was a shame.
Yeah, it was kind of the best way to do it. But you know what? I will say this. I'd rather know sooner rather than later. If I'm flying back and going, I bet I'm going to get fired, I'd rather just know right away instead of, I'm not going to be able to sleep. But he probably should have. But for me personally, I'd rather be told right away. Matter of fact, I wish he would have called me in the locker room and said, I know I should do this face to face, but I think I appreciate that because I'm just going to, I'm not coming back with the team. Where did they play their Indianapolis? You wouldn't want
something like that, yeah.
Was the Big Ten tournament in Indianapolis or Chicago? Anyways,
I think it was in Indianapolis.
Yeah. I guess you wouldn't want to hang out in Indianapolis. So anyway,
no, certainly not.
But I guess we're supposed to expect this Medved guy is going to. And look, I'm sure he's a great coach. I think he's pretty much won everywhere he is. I can't get excited about it until I see what he does.
Right.
I mean, in both football and basketball in this town on the men's side, men's basketball with the Gophers in football. I think of the coaches that have been here that I remember, Murray Warmath, I don't remember any of that, right?
Right.
I was basically, when I really started paying attention at all to Gopher football, it was Jim Wacker, the Gizo Bezo guy. Since then, who's been our best coach? Would it be Fleck? You could make that argument. Glenn Mason had success elsewhere. He had a season or two here that was pretty good. We only had the Lou Holtz character for, he's, right. I think he's considered a legendary coach, but we only had him for 1 year. I thought Kill did a nice job for a bit, so, but, what is that saying? The same thing with basketball. I mean, Tubby Smith was the biggest name I think we've had.
For sure.
So, I just, until he gets here, let's say it is Medved, and I'm assuming other people feel, I just can't jump to Nico's one of us, had success, here we go. I can't do that until, Well, let's see when he gets here.
Right.
With all the obstacles every other coach has had, including local kids that don't want to stay, no nil money, the barn that some people think pushes fans and players away. Until he's able to face those obstacles and actually accomplish that, to me, he's just going to be another guy that comes in. Maybe he has some success, but just can't do that. Wow, we're like Wisconsin has been. Wisconsin's always there.
Right.
They're some of these Big Ten teams. And I don't expect it to get like Izzo and Michigan State, but until he gets here, and I can't get that pumped up.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I mean, by all accounts, and the players seem to love Ben Johnson. We've had him on the Power Trip Morning Show a couple of times. He's a great dude. He did the best that he could. He just didn't have, when you don't have, you're trying to play chess and you don't even have all the pieces.
That's right.
The game's not going to go well for you. So, NIL, local kids not wanting to stay, those are obstacles that are going to be there. I mean, you could resurrect Bobby Knight from the grave, and I still don't know how good the Gophers are going to be.
I think you're spot on. It was, what was I just going to say? I forgot. I was going to add on to that. I'm 66, man. I was old enough to be the two young ladies that were here, Alexis and Julia, I was old enough to be their grandfather.
Yeah. If you add their ages together, you still could have at least been their dad. It's
affecting. It's either early onset or it's too many uppers and downers and screamers and laughers. A whole galaxy of them.
Too many trips to space.
Yeah, too many trips to outer space. But yeah, until all of that happens, it's going to take a while. You got to give every guy 3-4 years, right?
Right.
Because I know what I was going to say, and I've said this before too. Most coaches that get hired, they know the X's and O's.
Right.
You don't get to be offered a coaching job in the Big Ten if you don't know your X's and O's. Some are better than others.
For sure.
You watch games. Who was ever doing the analysis on the Calipari versus Self game last night? I don't know who the analyst was. He was doing what Romo used to do, calling things before they happened. He was doing that last night, and you could see that both these coaches weren't a chess match. Okay, we got to get that ball down to the low post. That's what Arkansas needed to do, and they didn't. They didn't. Arkansas doesn't want to be in a half-court game, so they have to make adjustments as they went. And all these guys can do it. Some are better than others, but it's fighting all those other aforementioned obstacles. We'll take a break, our final break of the program. Coming up next, my favorite segment of the week, and I know it's Abbott's as well. We call it the Victory Formation segment. That's next here on The Fan.
Wild Wednesday, sponsored by Jim Beam, the official bourbon of the Minnesota Wild, are here all season long. Listen every Wednesday through March for your chance to win tickets.
Victory Formation segment here at The Fan. Oftentimes we start the show when there are a lot of topics to get to. We spin the wheel of topic, right? We're not going to spin it right now, but, I'm thinking there are a number of things we could talk about. By the way, one of the reasons I brought up the Nico Medved when I saw the score with Colorado State, now leading Memphis 56-50. That would be a 5 getting beat by Colorado State. The kids hear the stories about Medved, all that. They're trying to win one for Nico. If this is going to be it for Nico, at Colorado State, if he's going to move on, well, guess what?
What?
We're gonna go out with a bang. We're not ending in the first round. We're not ending on Friday. We're gonna play Sunday for sure. I think that's the kind of effort they're getting out of them. Oh, the one game last night, Drake out of Des Moines, Iowa.
Yeah, that was a sweet one.
Well, the coach there, did I hear this right? Is this his first year there, and he brought 4 Division II players with him?
I think someone texted the text line earlier today and said that I haven't been able to verify.
He's got 4 D2 players.
4.
And who did they beat again last night? It was a terrific game. I couldn't have been more excited. Anyway.
They beat Missouri on 11,
Mizzou.
upsetting
That's right.
a 6.
They beat Mizzou, so that was fun to watch. Now, we could talk about my golf game, I guess. We could do a live listen, and we could talk about my previous drug use. We could talk about when the monkey jumped on my head when I was doing purple microdot.
It's one of my favorite stories.
We could do live listen-ins.
Could do that.
Or we could do a If you can ace this general knowledge pub quiz, then you're smarter than me.
Oh.
You want me to rattle some questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
I looked at it.
Quiz.
You're going to be smarter than me. I had trouble with this.
I don't know.
What film is this from? Carpe diem. Seize the day, boys. Make your lives extraordinary is a quote from which film?
That's Dead Poets Society, I believe.
That's right.
Yay! Robin Williams. I remember watching that in eighth grade English.
I would have said Good Will Hunting. Dead Poets Society. You're one for one.
Diem.
What is Brad Pitt's character in Inglourious Bastards called?
Oh, what is his name? Killing Nazis. Oh. I have no idea what his name is in the movie, but I love that. It's one of my favorite movies.
Is it? Well, I'm going to give you multiple choice.
Okay.
Sergeant Donnie Donowitz, Lieutenant Archie Hickox, Lieutenant Aldo Rain, Sergeant Hugo Stiglitz.
Who? I feel like it's Aldo Rain.
That's right.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
Look at that. Wow. I can hear it in his voice after you said it.
This one you're not going to get.
You don't think I'm going to get it?
Who directed Gone with the Wind?
Oh, I have no idea.
John Cassavetes, Orson Welles, Victor Fleming, or Francois Truffaut?
What was C?
John Cassavetes, Orson Welles, Victor Fleming, and Francois Truffaut.
I'm going to go with the C, Victor Fleming's.
That's right. Let's go.
Let's go. I knew it wasn't Orson Welles, one of the best voices of all time.
Well, and then I knew it wasn't John Cassavetes because he's I think he was doing stuff in, not that long ago, right?
Right. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it wasn't like Gone with the Wind days, so.
Look at me.
Okay. What was the first Wallace and Gromit film called?
Oh, dude, I love those freaking movies.
Well, what was the first?
The first one, Wallace and Gromit. Was it? This one's not multiple choice.
Yeah, they're all multiple choice.
They're all multiple choice.
I just want to see if you can get it
if I can get it first.
Because you've got some without...
Is it just Wallace and Gromit?
No, It's The Wrong Trousers, A Matter of Loaf and Death, A Grand Day Out, or A Close Shave.
Ooh, what was the first one?
The Wrong Trousers. Have you ever got up in the morning and put on the wrong trousers?
Yeah, all the time.
Sorry, honey.
I'm going to go with, I don't think it's right, but I'm going to go with The Wrong Trousers.
No, it was A Grand Day Out.
Dang it. I love those movies.
So you've gotten everyone except that one, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right. This is a music question.
Oh.
Paranoid is an album by which band? Metallica. Black Sabbath, Nirvana, or Led Zeppelin?
It's Black Sabbath.
Yeah, I would have got that.
Yeah,
one
for
too.
sure. I love me some Black Sabbath.
Isn't that Paranoid from the album?
Yeah, it is from that album,
Sabbath,
yeah.
I think it is. Okay. What is the real name of Charlie XCX?
Oh.
Is that Charlotte Yelich O'Connor, Charlotte Emma Atchison, Charlotte Rose Siebert, or Charlotte Robinson?
Can you give me those again?
I don't even know who Charlie XCX is.
She had one of the bigger albums of the last year. Brat Summer. If you ever heard the kids say they had a Brat Summer.
Charlotte Yelich O'Connor, Charlotte Emma Atchison, Charlotte Rose Siebert, or Charlotte Robinson?
I'm gonna say Charlotte Yelich O'Connor.
No, Emma Atchison. You're starting to fade.
I'm fading.
And now the network people are thinking, God, I thought we had a star here who's going to go to the next week, but
thought
now
I was going to go to Jeopardy.
Exactly.
It's over for me.
You'll get this one, I'm sure. Industry Baby is a Lil Nas X song featuring which other artist?
Industry Baby. I know Lil Nas X. Not super familiar with his discography, but he had that. Okay. Take my horse to the old town road. Okay, give me the options.
Well. Here's your options.
I don't know anything about
my favorite: Young Gravy, Doja Cat, Post Malone, or Jack Harlow. Who is featured with Lil Nas. Is it Nas or at Nas?
Nas.
Nas X on Industry Baby.
Industry Baby.
I thought you were going to nail this.
No, I thought.
But this is your wheelhouse, man.
This should be. That's a little, your boy's getting a little up there now.
I'm going to go with Young Gravy.
You think Young Gravy?
I just like saying Young Gravy.
It's great. I'm gonna say Doja Cat. I feel like that's wrong.
I'll hit Doja Cat. That's wrong. It's Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow.
You should have known
I should have known.
that.
Of course, it's Jack Harlow.
And they got a picture of Jack here, and he's in a gym with pink shorts on.
Kentucky boy.
He's vibing. He's flexing, and he's holding a dumbbell. Not meat sauce, but just a. Okay. No, this is.
We still got like a B-.
Complete the lyrics to Jolene. Do you know who did this?
Jolene, yeah.
Okay, you know?
Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
Jolene.
Your beauty is beyond compare with flaming locks of quote or blank hair.
Flaming locks of blank hair.
Your beauty's beyond compare with flaming locks of blank hair. Golden, silver, shiny, or auburn.
I feel like golden locks. I feel like I'm going to go with shiny.
Okay.
Like, oh, wait.
Auburn hair.
Auburn! Oh!
You're just terrible.
I'm terrible now. I started off real hot. Cooled off a little bit now. Damn.
I wish
Jolene.
Julia was here. She'd get this.
She would have got it.
No, this next one.
Oh.
Little Rock is the capital of which U.S. state?
It's got to be Arkansas.
It's Arkansas.
Arkansas.
That wasn't too hard to figure out.
My grandma used to live there.
Did she really?
In a town called Whiteville, literally. And it lived up to the name.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, who would know this? How many countries border Slovenia?
That's such a random,
Yeah, it's like, I don't even know where Slovenia is.
Right.
I thought it was like a county in northwest Minnesota. 2, 3, 4, 5. I
mean, I'm going to go with 4.
I'm going to go with 5. We'll go 4. You were right.
Yeah.
Well, you know your geography.
I know a little bit. I know a little bit of
you're
geography.
a world traveler. And then the other ones, we weren't very good.
Yeah, I mean, I got like a 60%.
Well, you were good early.
I was good early.
Yeah, you were good early, which I
started off hot. It's like a picture that I should have got out of the game. If I would have had Rocco here, he would have pulled me out of the game before I would have do the rotation.
What game do we have going on right now? Colorado State leads Memphis 64-54. That's a 12 beating of 5 right now with 8:29 to go in the game. First half, 10-seeded Vanderbilt. Vandy, is it Vanderbilt? St. Mary's 11-9, and then earlier today, Alabama destroyed Robert Morris. Duke has doubled up on Mount St. Mary's 44-22. Why don't we go ahead and do a live listening on the fan?
Let me double check. Make sure they're not in commercial break.
Yeah. Please have a game.
They're in a commercial break right now. I'll keep a close ear to it.
By the way, live listening on the fan, presented by the Twin Cities Auto Show. Now, later today, you're headed down to Rabbit Hole, right?
I am indeed. 7 to 9. I'll be at the Rabbit Hole.
Where is Rabbit Hole?
It's in Minneapolis.
Do you know where Minneapolis?
I think it's the North Loop.
North Loop.
I believe it's North Loop. It's not super far from where I stay. And our meat sauce is there right now. Parker Fox will then take over. He'll pass the baton to Parker Fox. Zach Halverson, Power Trip Morning Show, Minnesota Wild fame, will be there 5 to 7, and then I'm the closer.
And then Cove was there to start it off. He was the opener.
Corey Cove, 11 to 1. He said it was a pretty packed house.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
If you want to get on down, you better get on down there because we're giving away some big old Texas-sized TVs down there.
Texas-sized TV. It's the KFAN Watch Party headquarters. So head on down to Rabbit Hole sometime today, and then. Of course, here are their choices. Go to Rabbit Hole to see you, or go to Bogart's Entertainment Center to see me, Meat Sauce, and Larry Mondello. That's a tough choice.
That's a really tough choice.
Well, that's a coin flip, basically. But Sauce and I and Larry Mondello guy will be at a Bogart's Entertainment Center tonight. Tickets are still available at the door. They're going to cost you an arm and a leg. Right now, they're just a pound of flesh and a pint of blood. So go ahead and order. We're going to have from what I understand, we're going to have well over 100 folks out there. We might push 150 people. So it should be a good show. Doors open at 6, I believe. And then 8 o'clock is the yeah, the show will begin. We have some basketball going on now?
We do indeed. Live listen-ins brought to you by Twin Cities Auto Show. I believe this is Memphis and Colorado State.
Oh, good.
Puts up a 10-footer and scores 2. 13 for P.J. Haggerty.
Second timeout that Penny Hardaway has gone to the All-American out of the timeout to stop the run by Colorado State.
64-56. Colorado State lead at 8. Crocker Johnson to Clifford. Fumbled it away. Able to bat it over to Kyan Evans, though, on the left wing. Evans with a career-high 21 in the game. He's made 6 threes. His previous career high was 4. Evans down to the baseline, and he's chucked by Haggerty. An easy call there. Second foul against Haggerty, and that'll send Evans, an 87% free throw shooter, to the line for a 1-and-1. Not a smart foul by P.J. Haggerty.
You kind of sense the way the second half started for both teams. Danger was living on the line for Memphis, but Memphis was also following. That fouls were going to come back and be a factor late. Right now, it's a big advantage for Colorado State playing with an 8-point lead and being in the 1-and-1. Wow.
Evans' first free throw rattles out, so he is human apparently. Rebound to Memphis. They've got the ball down 8. Haggerty dribbling left, gets around Lake, big step in the paint, runs into Bemba, flips it out to Okoji on the right side. Okoji skip past Rogers, left wing, fumbled it, gets it back, dribbles down to the baseline, cut off by Clifford, turns, didn't take the shot, out to Haggerty instead. Shot clock at 9, Haggerty on the left wing, crosses right, lob inside, Cisse makes the catch, puts it up off the glass, and scores 2. First bucket of the game for Musa Cisse. Memphis back within 6. 64-58, 7:25 to go.
Nice lob pass off the dribble penetration by P.J. Haggerty.
Clifford into the front court. Up top it goes to Bemba. Bemba to pass over on the left of Lake. Down inside Crocker Johnson. Takes a dribble. Gets his body into danger. And scores off the glass. But Crocker Johnson didn't get much elevation, but he used his
This guy's a
body
hell of a
to shield off
play-by-play
danger.
guy.
He did. He leveraged.
Yeah, he is. He's bringing the emotion right now.
Top of the key,
Really
3
selling
on
the
left side of
moment,
the rim,
too.
no good. Danger fires the rebound off the leg.
I've never heard
Evans
anybody
and
talk
out
this
of
fast.
Memphis will keep it.
Plus, I mean, trying to talk my way out of trouble.
66-58.
I mean, Dane Danger hasn't been all over the floor. Rebounds, block shots, turnovers, a little bit of everything.
Quick inbounds to Rogers, dribbles to the foul line, jumper from there, front of the rim, no good. And the rebound to Jalen Lake of Colorado State. Rams ball up 8, 6:49 to go. Colorado State's largest lead.
So somebody sent a text a little earlier when we were doing the quiz. This is what radio is now. Pathetic. You know what I texted back? Just wait, it gets worse. You think that was bad?
We got more in store for you, buddy. We don't call it victory formation for no reason.
Man, I can do there. I can do. There's nobody out there that can do worse radio than me when I put my mind to it, man. Just, what's the difference? It's Friday.
Yeah, why not?
And I like in the live listening is good. This guy's good at what he does.
Down Nico Medved screaming his team to get him into a set.
Look at Nico, next Gophers coach, screaming.
Bemba at the right elbow. Bemba takes a couple of dribbles.
I don't know, might turn off recruits. He's a screamer.
Yeah.
Lake looking at Clifford instead, drives right. Kick it out Crocker Johnson. Right wing, 3 ball, short. Rebound to Bemba inside for Colorado State. Up top it goes to Lake. Lake back out to Evans. Rams will get reset. Lake bounce pass to Bemba above the right elbow. Shot clock at 9. Out to Evans. Dribbles up to the top of the key. Step back. Deep 3 on the way. Front of the rim.
Oh, you know the guy that sent the pathetic?
What'd he say?
He sent back, amazing comeback, love you comment.
Hey, sometimes you just got to understand. I took an L.
This was so much fun today.
So much fun.
Are you back in it all next week? Do you know yet?
I don't know yet for sure, but I'm going to try my damnedest.
All right, very good. Then, thanks for coming in this week, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yeah,
Timothy's out for a little while longer. You as well. We enjoyed our visit with you today. Stick around. Big Ticket and Brett Blakemore there next. Enjoy the weekend. See you tonight at Bogart's or at Rabbit Hole.
And now till we meet again. Adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. Good night.
Good night, folks, and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are.
Listen back to any of Common Man's programs by podcasting on the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.